am Matthew David Fritz, and welcome to another IGTV episode where we go under the hood to look at the nuanced techniques of chords of a man music. Today we're going to be talking about modulation. That means we're changing from one tonality to another tonality within the song. And we've done this a lot in our music, but recently I thought about it much more because I watched this documentary on Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, called Won't You Be My Neighbor? And it kind of opens up with this scene where he's sitting at the piano and he said, I've been considering the matter of modulation, how songs start in one key and then they change to another key, sometimes very unrelated. And how to make that transition is not so easy. It can be effective, but it's not easy to do. And he related it to the experience of children passing through one phase of their lives and having to make the transition to another phase. Maybe there was a loss or an experience that they had to endure to get to the next phase of their lives. And he considered that his ministry, his broadcast was to facilitate kids going through these experiences, to make them go through those modulations in life smoothly. But anyway, as a music geek, I thought, okay, that's a wonderful analogy. And how have I done this even in music? Because again, that's just kind of what I think about. And in one case, recently we released a song called My Only Treasure. And the chorus has a type of modulation. It's actually shorter than a phrase where it changes from one tonality to the next. So strictly speaking, it's a tonicization. It's not a modulation. But in principle, it's the same. It goes from one tonality to the next in order to serve the song, because the song starts the line starts on a somber note and the second line of the chorus ends on a happy note. So I wanted to reflect that and use prosody in my song to express that. So the song goes like this, or the chorus of the song, My Only Treasure, is this. Let's see. When your days are fulfilled and you sleep with your fathers, I will raise up your seed after you. It goes back to the original. So in that chorus, it starts in the key of F, which is a happy key. It's a major key, but it contains a lot of minor chords in it. At least, my version of this song does. It contains a lot of the relative minor of the F chord, which is the D minor, which is the saddest of all chords in the saddest of all keys. It makes people weep instantly when they hear that. But so I incorporated a lot of those sad chords in there, the D minor, the A minor, the G minor, to express that notion that someone's going to die. That's what the song is about, that King David would die. But the happy side is that God would raise up his seed after him. And that seed is the Son of God, really, but it's in type. So, but anyway, it's a happy thing. So I wanted to end that on a happy note and a happy chord. And the happiest of all chords is the C major. But you didn't know that. So I wanted to end on that C major. How was I going to do that? How did I get from one to the other? How would I make that tonicization smooth? Well, it's not hard to make that transition from the key of F to the key of C. They share 6 out of 7 similar notes. So not that hard to do, but there's a key to doing it. There's a trick of the trade to make this modulation happen. And what we have here is the utilization of what's called the secondary dominant. Now I'm just going to blow your mind with all kinds of terms, and I'll be speaking Greek for a little bit, so bear with me. But in order to get to that happy chord, that C major, from F, we have to use what's called the secondary dominant, which is, in this case, also a happy chord. It's the G major 7th. You have to add the 7th for tension to bring it back to resolve into this happy C. So listen to that last line again, or the second line. It goes, I will raise up your seed. See, there's that happy dominant, and we had the seventh, seed after you. So we can end and resolve on that C, that happy C major. And I add the seventh because we want to go back to F again. So because C major seventh is the dominant seventh of F. So we went full circle. We went from the key of F, we tonicized it, used the secondary dominant to get to the happy C, and then we turned that C into a secondary dominant to get back to F. So it's a circle of life. Anyway, these little tricks, help make the transition from one key, one state, one tonality to another tonality. Just like in life, we need to look outside the box to find that special trick, that special chord, that hidden secret somewhere in a place that we're not looking. It's not part of the key of F. It's outside the key of F, but it's there for us to find and use to get to the stage in life where we want to be, the happy stage. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time.